Well, good morning, viewers. Good morning. And here we are at my son's place again today. And here is the trailer. And there is the air conditioner down there. But no air conditioning today, as far as I know. Today is going to be grass cutting day. I might get to this later. I'd love to get one more board in today, but I got to get at the grass. So it's supposed to rain now Saturday and Sunday, so grass has to be done between today and tomorrow. So that kind of puts a damper on getting the trailer done. Anyway, that's the way it is, I guess. I'm going to take you outside here and show you the lawnmower of choice today to cut the grass. I don't know if any of you have seen this or not. I don't know, but I might have shown it. Anyway, it's just an old Yardworks tin tractor. Works great. Got it for free 5 years ago or so, maybe even more. Maybe 8 years, I don't know. Anyway, did a little bit of work to it there when I first got it, and it's been working ever since. I did have to get another deck for it. The deck that was on it was in bad shape. I did use it for 1 year, but it was that rusty that you didn't want to hit a root or a branch or something, because the blade will be torn right out of the deck. It was that rusty. Anyway, she's kind of just a forward and reverse. And I think they call these like a cheap hydro. You press on the pedal, the bottom pedal there, to go faster or slower. But you do have to do your forward and reverse. So anyway, she's kind of a slick rig. She's got the cruise control. She's got parking brakes. She's got a information center. Shows you the battery voltage at the first, and then gives you the hours. 131 hours and a half. When I started using this, whenever I got it, I guess 5 or 8 years ago, there was 4 hours on it. So I don't know if it rolled over the 1,000 or what it did. Anyway, it's just a manual PTO, 15.5 horsepower engine. Cuts grass fine. Now I'm going to do a little modification here this morning that my uncle taught me years ago, and I did it on some of my lawnmowers, and I do it on some of my tie rod ends also. My uncle lived in that red house down there, and what he would do is drill. I'm going to have to drill in about here, I guess. There is grease nipples there, I suppose. They're plastic. I don't know if they're broke off or if they're not. I might try greasing them, but I'm going to drill a little hole right there, 1/8 hole, and then squirt any kind of lubricant that you want to squirt, put it in there. And like I say, the tie rod ends, I drill holes up from the bottom, on the bottom side, and squeeze grease into them. And this is the one I did the transmission one too. You took the battery and battery tray out, and you can get right to your rear differential. I drilled a hole in the top of the differential, and I squeezed in grease, and I put in some oil, and boy, it sure made it work better. It's nice, easy to shift. Yeah. If you ever take one of them apart that's been in a lawnmower for a million years, the grease is dried up. There's nothing lubricating anything. It's just the gears are just going around, and there is no lubrication because the grease is all dried up. So putting a little oil and a little fresh grease in them certainly makes them work better. So that is what I am going to do. I might try the grease gun on those things, but anyway, that's all plastic things. I don't know if they would even take grease. I kind of think they broke off, really. Because you go to take your gun off, wiggling it back and forth, it just breaks the plastic nipple. Anyhow, and I don't think there's any grease nipple on. Well, there might be. Oh, those are plastic too, now that I think about it. On the wheel. I can see one here. I think they're broke off too. Yeah, could be. Anyway, I should do a little bit of dedicated service to this and get the front end and the steering shaft and all that stuff all lubed up. It's just been used for the last number of years and not necessarily serviced very well. So anyway, it's a great old tractor. And it's the easiest one on fuel. I remember doing gas consumption tests on quite a few of my tractors, and this one was the best one on fuel for running for an hour. Now, granted, it's only 42-inch deck, and some of them are 48-inch decks, and anyway, there's considerable difference in this one is 2.4 liters an hour, and the other old Ford that I don't use anymore, it was a YT 16H. It had a 48-inch deck on it, had a 16 horsepower twin. It was 4 liters an hour, and this one was 2.4. So there's quite a difference. And how much quicker the 48 would be over the 42, hard to say, I guess. Straight going, I guess it would be a difference, but if you're going around stuff, I don't know. Anyway, here I am blabbing, going on foolish like I normally do. I got my nice chute holder upper thing on there. I devised that up last week. It makes an awful windrow with that down. It just like you might as well take a hay rake and make a row out of it. So having it up kind of disperses it around more. And I have another setting where it's not quite as high. Take it down so it's pointing up a little bit, but not when it's down all the way. It's basically hitting right on the ground. It's kind of there like that. She all the grass comes out, hits right on the ground right there. So I sometimes hold it up about like that, and that tends to help it some. I get it hooked in over here, see? I'm telling you, it's high-tech stuff here. Just like that. Yeah, that's a good way there. It kind of throws it up a bit. Anyway, so I'll leave you alone here now. I'll do my drilling, and that's what I'm going to use for the lubricant. And then I'll go in and get a little bit of grease just to cover up the hole. So that's going to be it for now. I might be back later and I may not, so have a good day. Alright, I guess I did drill a hole in there, right up here on both sides. Squirted the oil in, just some of that red rust check stuff. And then I did try the nipples, and sure enough they did work, and they did take grease in, so. But it's not a great system, that I don't think. The same thing on this side. I might make it easier to steer a little bit, maybe. Like I say, it needs a it needs a good service. So, you know, get it up and on the hoist, and get the scissor jack under it, and get the wheels off, and get right into them kingpins and right into the steering system and lube everything up. That'd be the thing to do. Anyway, it's kind of cool today. So only 17 degrees Celsius, I think. And a bit of a wind from the south, so I need a sweater on, or I do anyway today. Some people may not. All right. Off I go, cutting grass. I might take this along for a little while, maybe, just depending on where I'm going here. So I'll take that off. Okay, I'll shut you off for now, and I'll get back to you. All right, we're going to show you a little bit of grass cutting here with the Yardworks mower, and grass isn't as long as I thought it was going to be. With all our rain, I figured it would be longer than this. It seems that the grass is slowing down a bit, I guess. So I think I'm just going to do a little bit more. I'll do this section here, and then I'll go over down this old lane, as we call it here, and then up around the corner and do up my field up there. And I think that might be all I'll do for today, and then I'll get back to the trailer. I'd like to get that trailer done. And then when I come back tomorrow, I can do down in behind the trees and go around the house and that stuff. Maybe do some over at my son's place. So I'll be back in a minute. I just got to go get the lawnmower. Lawnmower's running at about half throttle. that way, but anyway, grass, we could almost start going 2 weeks here now instead of having to do it every week maybe. Anyway, so we're at 32.6 hours now. So I'm going to shut this off and I'll come back and do a little bit more. And I think I'm going to get back to the trailer work. I'll do some more grass cutting tomorrow. All right, I'll leave you at that for now. All right, viewers, here I am in the garage here, so I think I'm going to change modes here today. The grass cutting went all right, but it just didn't seem quite long enough to be bothered with, and couldn't see sometimes where I had cut, so not much sense in cutting that, is there? So I'm going to go back to doing a bit of this here today. It's now around 11 or 11:30 in the morning, so I got enough time to get one or two in maybe, depending on how they go. Now, before I forget again, I just want to say happy 4th of July to all my U.S. Friends. Have a great day, people, and be safe, I guess, yeah. Okay, so that's going to be it there for now. I'll shut this off and I'll bring you back if I get something done in this here machine here, this trailer, yeah. Alrighty. All right, so here we are, having a break, a much needed one, and I'm having a cold beverage. So I got that one board in there, and I've only got 3 bolts in it. And I've broke 3 bits trying to get those 3 bolts in. So I don't think I'll show you any more. If I get any more done today, I don't think I'll show you any more of what's going on here. I'll see if I get any more done tomorrow, maybe, and then I'll give you an update on it. But things weren't going well there for a little while, and as my uncle used to say, the air was blue. So before I say anything else, I'm going to say goodbye for today, and have a great July 4th, people in the U.S., and we'll see you again maybe tomorrow. Goodbye.